Path completion. Okay. Now I'm gonna start it. Alright, alright. So builds. Now I'm gonna only cover this one build. I'm gonna tell you what other builds there are as well though. There's just the standard power. You don't want to play Retri anymore. Retri sucks. And well, I mean, you might need to play Retri if you're gonna play Kondarov, but Kondarov sucks too. It doesn't suck as much as Retri Power Rev though. Actually, it probably does. It's probably worse. Alright, well, that's the builds. Shut up, chat. I'm not gonna look at chat the entire guide. Alright, skill usage. Now, your auto attack is your main source of damage. Alright? Your auto attack on both weapon sets. Fuck all the other skills, your auto attack is your damage. It's good for cleave. I mean, it's basic. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the chat. Fuck the chat. It's just gonna interrupt me all the time. It's essential part in some ones. Just spamming one. Just spamming one. That's it. With higher quickness. Like in Energy Duel and sometimes Ranger Duel. Precision Strike, skill 2. On Sword. It's the, you know, when you can't spam one. When you're not in range to spam one, and you can't go in range to spam one. Because you would die or something like that. You can't put it on, you know, you can't use it on stealth targets. Because it doesn't do that anymore. That got nerfed. Sword 3. This is the one you can't spam one, and your 2 is on CD. It's a good source of might, so you might want to keep on the passive nature when you have it, but it barely makes a difference, right? And it's good for cleaving sometimes when, you know, they'll have a lot of dazes, you know, CC, etc. Because it still does decent damage. Not as good as one, though. Sometimes it bugs out. We don't know why. Slow might cause it more. But when it bugs out, you still have the mist thing, the evade thing for a while. So that's alright. It's not that bad if it bugs out. Sometimes it loses you the game, though. Alright, now we're going to axe skills. Axe is what I'm going to review. Shield is just block, so I'm not going to go over that at all. It's a catch-up skill, obviously. It does a lot of damage, so you could use it on close range as well. I do that sometimes. Slow, chill, it's really good. Can jump before you use it to throw you higher, so you don't get obstructed. But if you jump too late, then you might interrupt the actually damaging thing about it. So you don't want to do that. You want to time jump right. Next dash skill. This one's like your kind of combo skill. Not really. Those kinds of skills don't exist in this game. You just like dodge this or take a fuckload of damage. So you get dodges off with it, or it's good in team fights as well. It does a lot of damage. It's just CC. That's it. Not much to explain. Okay, next weapon set. We already went over the auto attack, so we're going to staff 2. It's really underestimated. Actually, I probably use it a little bit too little. Use it a little bit too little with the Nectron, but when you don't have armor, you can't really stay up close all that much. So maybe I did the right thing. Anyway, the first skill is, first phase, first thing of the skill, whatever. Weakness on the enemy, that's really good. Well, there's a lot of cons nowadays, so it's only really good in sub 100s, the weakness. But the second skill is an OP skill. It does a fuckload of damage, can go up to 5k with crits and dazes. It's amazing, and it's really fast. 0.25 seconds. So that can be used to rupt some reses, but honestly, spamming one is better. Staff 30, well, it's a block, not much to explain. The blinds go off even when somebody is in stealth, as long as they're close enough to you, so that's something to keep in mind. Kind of a stealth detector. Fourth skill, condition, remove, heal. Again, not much to say. Don't use it like when you're being fucked, unless that's your only out. Use it when you're not being hit. It doesn't actually heal that much. Stuff 5. Well, yeah, Surge. Now, this is actually something people probably don't realize. You don't need to hit the whole thing. The damage got nerfed to hell, so just forget about it. You don't need to hit all of the hits. It's not that relevant anymore. It's like 3 to 4k at max if you hit all of them. So just get the CC out of it. CC on down bodies, both your own and the enemy ones, really good. And the enlarged ones as well. You do that, and then you can weapon swap once you've got one of the CCs off. When you're close to him, just to precision strike or spam one. That's really good. So now we're gonna glint skills. I'm really tempted to look at the chat. Your heal, kind of self-explanatory. Use it when you get hit a lot, when you're really low at HP, when you get full HP. If you're knocked, you get a little bit more HP, you know? But you still rather have armor on. It's probably better. Right, the other thing to say about this was you can actually use it even when you're close to full HP to pressure targets more. That's good. It's not bad heal usage. Pay attention to where the thieves are though, because they're gonna fuck you if you don't have the heal. Right, now these really confusing stupid facets. Now at the start of the game you can actually activate all your facets, and this one, to get maximum bonus to your teammates. But I just like to use these 3. This one, and this one. You just spam these 2 in fight, because they're really good, and you don't want to have their passive effect over the active ones. It's a reveal and a blind. Obviously good against thieves. Good one combo with Unrelenting, Sword 3 for thieves. Can reveal them, blind their steal or headshot, and get it off on them. Skill them. Good for revealing reses, etc. obviously. And taking off your own blind. That's fine as well. Then the elite. It's just a knockback. But the more interesting part about it is that we get Shocking Aura because we're running Surging. That's the actually important and hard part about using a Glint Elite going to be. You get protection, so you can upkick it sometimes. It's alright. But it just gets so much energy off of you. It's like, if you're really being focused on a team fight, I guess you can use it, but you generally don't want to upkeep it. And long cast times, always watch out for thieves. They're always gonna be able to headshot you because it's a long ass cast, really long ass cast, and highly telegraphed as well. Right, with the Shocking Aura, you're gonna be running into Mesmers using Blurred Frenzy to get them out of it. You can kind of really destroy them sometimes with that. People don't expect that, even the better Mesmers. Yeah. And there were other things like when somebody's blocking. Well, there are many situations. You just like, anything that damages you is gonna interrupt the enemy as long as they're close enough in range. And you wanna interrupt them. That's really good. Stun. For more burst. Yeah, right, this one. It's kind of spammable. I guess you can watch out a bit for the Boon Corrupt. Like the Necros. But, I don't know. It's like if you're in a team fight, you're just gonna spam it. Like in 1v1 against Necro, I guess you can like, guess you can look out for that, but that's gonna be hard, probably. Right, and this is, the Shocking Aura is really good for thieves. because when they steal on you, they get stunned and they can actually burst you. Then you can fuck them sometimes. Okay, we're going to Shira now. Heal spammable again. Not much to explain about it. Does more damage to the enemy. Lifesteal or whatever was it. Yeah. Not a big heal. Just use it whenever you have it. Port. It's a port. You can port through walls, etc. But some spots like fucking Kylo just never work. Thieves have an easy time interrupting it. It's kind of a long cast as well. So watch out for that. I make that mistake sometimes. As the get out of anything skill, you're gonna be spamming a lot when you're running away. Quickness, it's for spamming one, and sometimes you can use it like you can use it for sword 3 to get the faster activation. That's good in some duels, and right, you can use quickness before swapping to the other stance because you don't actually lose anything out of it. But if you have enough energy for it, just use it and you get a few seconds of quickness and you can spam your facets faster. That's good. Again, an underappreciated skill. People don't use it enough. Jade Winds, I spam it too much, but it's a good skill. When you use that at the appropriate times. Like, a few things, it's just when people are down, yours or the enemy teams. Jade Winds, easy. Easy game. Enemy LE is overloading. It's an easy to dodge skill, but like if someone's overloading or using some skill, you can just make them rupt themselves. And you can rupt it as well. Like when you see them dodge, you can just rupt it. You can rupt it really late too, I think. Like I can, well, I can do it right there, but you can actually get the explosion effect when you rupt it. Still, and don't use Jade Winds like I do. Like this. I mess up the timing, but if you do the perfect timing, like I do a lot of the times, I get 0 energy on my other stance. That sucks dick. Alright. So now we got over all of the skills. Every skill. Matchups. That's probably what we should go over next. Wonders ones and what team fights you take, etc. This is like, I can't explain everything. You're just gonna have to learn it yourself. Like, Condis you're not very strong against. Like, if there's a fuckload of Condis in a team fight, you can just ignore it. So I'm gonna go over the Wonders 1 matchups, at least, first. Against Ranger, I mean, this is all, like, armor on. All of this. You can hold the node against Ranger for a really long time. Sometimes you didn't kill them if they're bad, but yeah. Can hold a node for a really long time. You shouldn't go on an enemy node with a Ranger on it though, unless you're confident you can decap them fast. If they have no stone signet, then you can go for the fast decap, for example. NG, again, can hold the node for some time, not as long as against a Ranger. You can try to kill them with Axe, since it's a bit better than a shield against NG. But again, if they're good, you're probably not gonna do that. Mesmer, yeah, just fuck that. Fuck that matchup. You can sometimes kill them, cause you know, Axe fucks their shield block up pretty hard. But it's just forget about the node when you're just running a Mesmer if you actually have to do that. Against Revenant, I think you're at an advantage if you run Axe over shield. I'm like pretty sure about that. Thief is a really difficult matchup. Try to dodge a steal. It's dumb. But if you dodge a steal, you can be fine for a really long time in that matchup. And if you dodge 2 steals, you can kill them. Guardian. Unless the Guardian's really good, you can one-run this kind of easy, I guess. But if it's a really good Guardian, they actually kind of fuck you. Should still do that. I remember I was once running all core when it was training Guardian ages ago. And I think Rev was maybe even better back then, in a better position. And Guardian is pretty much in the same one. So, yeah. Necro. There's way too many different Necro builds to go over them all, but against power, it's easier against power than Grande Necro, obviously. But it's not, like, you're still gonna get fucked by Condis. Chill, cripple, weakness, all that shit is gonna be really annoying. You can win, just don't stay on the point too much. Like, take distance when you need to, and you should be fine. Conde Necro is gonna be hard when you're doing that, but that's the same strat for that. Same strat for that. Warrior, well, I wrote nothing there on the notepad because, I mean, you just don't see warriors in ranked, so that's alright. Okay, other things. Yeah, try to hit on behind their sides because of the trait. A lifesteal trait. Also the lifesteal goes through injury pain, etc. That's good, but it's very few times that's actually useful to know. It's just like you can spam one behind them and actually do damage. And when you're cleaving, like, you want to be behind the targets always. As a Revenant, you're kind of amazing in getting away from fights. So in ranked queues, you don't need to worry too much about when you need to start leading a fight. You can kind of do it almost at any point, as long as you have armor and there's no thief chasing you. Fuck thieves. Yeah. Retargeting is I found it kind of really useful on this build at least. Like, retargeting is really nice for the port. It's kind of nice for this one. And I don't know if there's much other things, but those two things are kind of already big. Right, retargeting doesn't work on Sword 3. When you retarget, it's gonna do like the way it bugs out. You know, like when sometimes bugs out, you only get the missed evade thing. If you retarget, you only get the missed evade thing. As long as the target that you targeted first is not in range, then if it is in range, then it's just gonna go on that target and do the thing. So you retarget, it's gonna go on something close by and bug out. And yeah, I probably missed a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna read the chat and see if they have some ideas, but that's pretty much it. Is there something big I missed? I guess sigils, but I don't really know anything about sigils. I mean, there's something like Equilibrium, 50% when you're above it, but it's like, you don't actually want to purposefully try to go above 50% all the time to get the Equilibrium proc. Then you have the unblockable thing, the proc. When somebody's blocking, just fuck them up. Rotation. Right, this one I actually meant to go over as well. Do you use surging? I use or leadership, surging. Rotation. Well, it's just basic rotation. You can do +1s a bit more in this because you have a lot of damage. But something like, in case it's much different than in actual games. Like in actual games, you'd never +1 a druid, but in ranked, you can actually +1 druids. It also depends on like who you're +1ing. If you're +1ing an Ellie against the druid, you're not gonna get the kill. Not fast anyway. Or you're +1ing a druid versus druid. That sucks too. But you want to do a lot of +1s. If you know that your team isn't all that good in team fights. You want to do a lot of team fights if you know your team is good in team fights. It's just you can do anything on Revenant. You don't want to be in 1v1 situations that much. But if it's your point, you can defend it. As long as your team isn't like horrible. and loses the rest of the map right away. Then you're just gonna ignore that 1v1 and go for them. I guess you want to try to create outnumbered matchups on Revenant as much as possible, but it's like really easy to cause a snowball with Revenant as long as you get a few kills. Few kills somewhere around the map. Like rotation is not something I can just explain. Like you can't do this rotation every time in a game. There's too many variables. Plus oneing things is not bad as long as you're plus oneing something in your team that has some damage, some pressure. Thanks for the follow, Basil. Bradersel. Is there anything else? Show some combo for Revenant. This is like mechanics again. I don't know how to explain mechanics to people. I really don't. It's just something to learn, I guess, but I oftentimes start with this because it's ranged. I start with this as well oftentimes because it's ranged. If that hits, I always go for this, and you can try to time it after a dodge as well. It's just like you're gonna use different skills in different situations. You can't use the same things every time. Like you don't have a basic rotation or basic skill usage for certain situations. You just have a few things like, you know, this is good with auto attack. I can explain that. And then this is good before unrelenting assault, because you get the hit like a few times or something. There you go, 3 times. This one's kind of nice to use after unrelenting, oftentimes. It's just like you can check the way I play, I guess, when I stream and play games, but you can't like just mimic that for yourself. It's impossible. Live guide? Yep, that was the live guide. Can you push fire close solo if your solo fighters refuse to do it in ranked? You can. You don't want to, like I told you, the 1v1 matchups. You don't want to push something you can't decap fast. Like you want to always get something done, and you want to do it fast in solo queue. Always. If you can't do that fast, then you do another thing that you can do fast. Blind is good to stomp. Yeah, that's a thing, and to stand break. Those are things I missed. Well, good to stomp. It's just good to stomp when you know, one